How to Shine Like the Star That You Were Born to Be by Ilse Alberts, family-focused psychologist. I want to share with you many of the inspiring stories that I have been experiencing lately of how the clients that I'm been busy working with are really starting to shine like the stars they were born to be. And what it is that stands in our way to do that. The first one is, of course, when we are stuck in the past and those experiences and those memories that's so filled with pain and resentment and anger and bitterness about something that has happened to us in the past, and there's absolutely nothing that you can do about it. You can't go back in the past and change it. That takes it away from you in your life today to shine. It reminds me of one of my male clients in his early 40s who told me about the anger, resentment that he's carrying in his heart towards a former employee that 7 years ago did not offer him a position and in fact actually retrenched him. And he is still today, 7 years later, in darkness in his mind and in moments of depression because he is measuring himself against a decision that was made about him 7 years ago. And how he is starting to shine now because he is letting go of his anger and resentment and hurt of the past, letting go of what is in the past by the steps that I have shown him to take. So we all have the right and the desire to shine, but stepping back into the past, remembering all those unhappy moments, allowing them to cloud our existence in the present is most definitely not helping you to shine. Then, of course, we can be stuck in pains and challenges in the present. Like one of my female clients who just felt so absolutely unhappy in her marriage and said, there's just no intimacy between us and I feel not loved by him. And she has, in her mind, started to entertain thoughts of leaving the marriage, exiting because of the pain that she's experiencing, because she's saying that there's just no intimacy. So she's not shining. And when I helped her to see the different other forms of intimacy that her husband and she have with each other, and what are the forms of that? Her whole perception around it started to change. And instead of that darkness that she was feeling and that depression and unhappiness in her, I could just see her face opening up and shining. And when I look at them now as a couple, they are glowing because they have changed the things in them where they have been not taking responsibility. We have blind spots in us and in our relationships with anyone, our loved ones, our colleagues, with the world. We have so many blind spots. And it really is standing in our way from shining. And our blind spots are the ones that keep us back. A blind spot can be something like, I never do that. I always am on time. I'm never late. Or I'm always honest with people. Or I never interrupt people. Those things that we are saying about ourselves, that actually is not, we all do those things. There are moments that you are late, and there are moments that you interrupt, and there are moments that you do the things that you say, I never ever do, or I always do. Those are your blind spots, and your blind spots actually keep you from shining because people resist you, and people get angry and upset with you. They don't want to listen to you, or they don't want to be close to you. And then you end up being unhappy and you wonder, why don't I have the life I want to have? So it's so important that we listen to the words that we use. And when we use those words, I never, it's feedback to me. I am showing up a blind spot, and it's a good idea to rather go and see what the truth is and rather shine the light on your blind spots. Then, of course, it is so difficult to shine when you feel, I don't know what my purpose is. But you know, that is to me the most easiest thing to help people to see what is your purpose, because your purpose is that what you absolutely love doing every day of your life. Nobody is without a purpose, and nobody lives without a purpose. But when you connect with what it is, and you know what questions to ask, easy questions, and you connect and you say, this is my purpose. That means that is my destiny for my life. It's my reason for being here. It helps you to shine. It brings you inspiration from within. You feel intrinsically motivated and inspired to be in your purpose and make a difference to the lives of others and the life of yourself. And then, of course, those limiting beliefs that we have, a lack of self-confidence. And I also want to talk about a male client of mine who had lost his employment many months ago, and he's still not finding employment. And what he's keep on saying to me is, I'm just not good enough. There's not a job for me, and nobody wants to employ me. So he's not shining in his service that he brings to the world because he is not believing in himself. And if you want to really shine in that service that you bring to the world, in that unique service that only you can bring to the world, believe in yourself. Believe that you have something to offer. And shine in that way that you have to offer. And then, of course, we don't shine when we have money worries, when there's more month at the end of our money than money at the end of our month. And I have been speaking to a couple recently who told me they're engaged and they are planning to get married soon. And now they, as a couple, are having a joint savings account that they can save money towards their wedding and buying furniture for their home. And when they talk about that, I can see that they're shining because they're working with a plan and they're working with something that they're jointly doing. But when we don't develop our intelligence around money and we just have that feeling of scarcity, it doesn't feel like there is light in our lives. So to shine is to value yourself. To shine is to learn more about yourself. To shine is to know that you have blind spots, that you have pains in your life, that there are things locked in you from the past. It is to really be honest with yourself and say, who do I want to be? How do I want to serve in this world? What difference do I want to make? And how do I do it? Because when you start to ask different questions to the questions you're currently asking, and you start to see your absolute intrinsic value, your uniqueness that you bring to the world, that only you can bring, then you shine. Shining is our birthright. We are all born to be stars. If you are feeling, and perhaps there are some of you who are feeling that you are not the star that you were born to be. You're not feeling that you're shining. You're feeling that there's too much unhappiness or darkness or negativity in your life. Change it. Look at what is showing up around you as opportunities for you to bring a change to your life. and make the choice to shine. I wish to shine. I wish to shine a light into people's lives and show them the way that they can shine themselves. I know that is your birthright. Whatever is holding you back, say no to that and say yes. Yes to shining, to growing yourself, to investing in yourself. If you want to learn more how I help people to shine, please join my Facebook group called Families Extraordinaire, because I share almost daily videos and content. I would love to have you on my Facebook group called Families Extraordinaire. Let's make a difference as a community, as members of the human race. Let's make a difference to the world together. And let's decide to shine in our uniqueness, in our beautiful service that we bring to the world. Shine because that is your birthright. Be the star you are born to be. I am so looking forward to hear from you. Please let me know how this has helped you. Let me know from where you are watching. Let me know what is holding you back from shining. And what do you think you need so that it can change? You can send me a comment. You can send me a message in Messenger. Or you can send me an email. But I want to invite you. Start to take action, to shine. Until next time, this is Ilse Alberts.